Hello, lovelies. How's it going? What's cooking? What's been going on, right? Since I am not here on the new moon energy in Virgo, I thought I'm gonna do a video to do each zodiac sign. This is all the signs. I'm gonna start with Virgo and do all the signs and end with Leo. I will put the timestamps in the description if you want to check that out, or just skip over to your reading, or you can watch the whole thing. You're always welcome to do that. If you're new here, welcome. I am Tamsy Fae. I read the cards for light to you and to the dark to me. So as you see them as how I'm reading them to you. I also have a little Moonology card for you today. I'm going to pull one for each zodiac sign as well, but this is for the new moon in Virgo, and it says it's a time to give rather than to take. It says recommit to healthy morning rituals and evening rituals. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow. If a situation is blocked at the moment, you could be overanalyzing, so gradual improvements are coming, so pay attention to the details if you want that success. So we're going to keep that in mind right here, but we're just going to continue. That's the same message for all the signs. So I'm going to jump right into Virgo. Hi Virgo, happy birthday, happy another trip around the sun, right? Virgo season is exciting. Hope you all have a great day for your birthday. Let's just see, what does the new moon in Virgo have to say for their Virgos? And it says it's a time to give rather than to take. It says recommit to healthy morning rituals and evening rituals. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow. If a situation is blocked at the moment, you could be overanalyzing, so gradual improvements are coming, so pay attention to the details if you want that success. So we're going to keep that in mind. What ground does the Virgo stand on right now? Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. That is some pretty good groundwork, I would say. What seed is the Virgos going to plant? The King of Cups. I don't know if it's a new love or just let's see. What weeds does the Virgos need to clear right now? What weeds does the Virgos need to clear right now? 5 of Pentacles. What is blooming ahead? Like, come on, right, Virgos? What is blooming ahead? What's coming? The 5 of Wands! Oh man, it was going so well! What did we do? Self-sabotage, right? I don't know. Let's see. For the 10 of Pentacles in the light. This is what part of your life needs grounding and stability right now. So I feel like it's your accomplishments, trying to find that balance between the home life, the work life, what kind of foundations you want to build on, what kind of time and energy you want to invest in. During this new moon phase, I feel like it's also about you looking for that success and settling down and finding out what keeps you grounded, what keeps you real, what keeps you, from drifting into fantasy land kind of thing. I mean, it's not a bad idea once in a while, but sometimes you have to pull ourselves out of it and, focus on the mundane stuff that we have going on, right? And then we have the King of Cups in the light, and this is what seeds to plant, right? So what new intentions, what habits you should begin under the new moon energy, right? And that says emotional balance. So yeah, it's kind of like moving forward, leading forward with kindness and compassion, being calm and patient with whatever you want to attract moving forward. And then you have the 5 of Pentacles in the light. The 5 of Pentacles. So this is what we need to be clear. So what distractions, what clutter, what self-criticism must be released to grow. So it could be just releasing the stresses around hardships with work, career, finances, whatever that is for you. I feel like there may have been some hard times. That is really hard to overcome if that is something you're facing right now. It's not as easy as it sounds, right? I feel like some self-discipline maybe on the table, maybe it's a flexibility of things that you may be able to let go of that's not longer serving you, so financially, or if you need that extra income. You're finding out if there's any wiggle room with a side hustle that could probably help with boosting that. Whatever it is, it's about clearing and releasing. You know, if it's a matter of selling things that no longer serving you anymore, that can give you some extra cash as well, right? Then you have the Five of Wands and the Lights. So disagreements. And that one is what blooms ahead when intentions and blossoms to serve your higher path. So the Five of Wands is also about, like, you know, making sure that you're not getting into fights that are not your fight to fight, right? But it's always worth fighting the battles that are important for you, right? If you feel the need to do something different, or people have different opinions, it's kind of like, you know, too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing. You need to figure out what your morals are, where your standards are, what is most important for you to stand up to have confidence in, you know, things that you're just not going to back down on. But I feel like your ego is going to be tested, your patience are going to be tested. That may brew some tension, but you know, if it's not your battle worth fighting, you may want to step out of it. That is what I got. I hope you have a good one, Virgos. Bye. Libra, hello. This is your reading for your new moon in Virgo energy. So I'm going to pull a Moonology card for you to see what Mama Moon has to say for you. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So there could be a Taurus coming into your energy. It says, get or give a message. Healthy body, healthy mind. Take time for you. Pamper yourself. A sign of a new relationship or sexier times lies ahead. Ooh, getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. So there's that. Let's just see what the Libras have to know right now. Well, what is the ground the Libras stand on? What is the ground the Libras stand on right now? The Page of Wands. What seeds does the Libras need to plant? What weeds does the Libras need to clear? What is blooming ahead? What is blooming ahead for the Libra? That is awesome, right? The Page of Wands. You may be getting some good news, right? Some new ideas, some new plans, some new sparks of inspiration of some sorts. Well, Kindle blew itself out there, but we're gonna keep going, right? If you missed the intro, it is a time to give rather than take. During this new moon energy, so we're going to keep that in mind. For the Page of Wands, I feel like not just this new idea, but big ideas, being inspired, being enthusiastic, being more energetic and playful in your energy. Maybe seeing things from a different light, maybe seeing the beauty more than usual. You have the Four of Pentacles. Not quite sure how this is going to make you stand your ground, but you know, I think you will one way or another. Going back to the Four of Pentacles, this is prosperity. So this is what seeds you need to plant, right? Prosperity. So that's saving money, that's protecting your assets. You're looking into how you're going to do that. You know, being willing in your spending, being more in control over what you're spending. Not being, you know, attracted to those shiny things. You know, the shiny things that are so attractive. Especially those witchy stores. Like, I wish I could just, you know, bring the whole store home, you know. I feel that for you, Libra. This tough one. But I feel like it's more about being more in control over that energy. Yeah, that's a tough one. But you got this. I believe in you. For the Magician here, this is what needs to be cleared. So maybe going back to buying the shiny thing, you know, the shiny rocks, the shiny and new tarot decks, or whatever that is for you. Working more on manifesting some new habits, new rituals, new things, right? Oh, that's a tough one. Or maybe just figure out how to balance it all during this new moon phase, right? Justice is in the dark, and this is what is blooming ahead. So this is what intentions to blossom that may serve you forward. So it could be just a matter of being okay with being imbalanced, right? Because I just feel this energy of, you know, you always wanting to focus on being fair, and, you know, maybe it's a little bit about being more selfish during this time. You know, take some intentions to do something for yourself, what makes your own heart sing kind of thing, and focusing on those true intentions of what is true to you, what you truly believe in. You know, you're just not fair, you're just not 50-50. You know, it's just a new moon phase. See what's going on with that. I'll see you next time, Libra. Bye! Let's see what is going on for the Scorpio. Scorpio, what does the new moon in Virgo have for the Scorpios? You've got it's time to release negativity. And this is a Scorpio card as well, so they're talking directly to you. It's better out than in. Shrek, right? It's time to live joyfully. You're right on. You're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic, so let something go. The end of an argument is coming, I guess. Your shadow self may be showing a little bit, so keep that in mind, you know? It could be also another Scorpio coming into your energy as well. It's a possibility. Ooh, the Ace of Wands! Some new beginnings, maybe some new commitments, some new connections, some new initiatives, new ideas, I don't know. Let's see what else we have for the new moon in Virgo. What seed does Scorpios need to plant? Temperance. Need to plant some patience. Some moderation in your life, maybe. Some serenity, it says here. Let's see, what else does the Scorpios need to know? What weeds does the Scorpios need to clear? Six of Pentacles. Ooh, maybe you're trying to find some more balance in your relationship. Or your workplace, your finances. What does the Scorpios bloom ahead? Where are the Scorpios going to bloom ahead? The Five of Pentacles. So going back to the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is what ground you stand on to make you feel more stable and secure and grounded in your energy. For the Ace of Wands, you know, it's about that new connection, looking for any new spark of possibilities that may make you feel more grounded, more secure in your energy. This one does say look for some inspiration. You know, you have the wand of inspiration, creativity, sparking some new ideas and seeing where it goes. For the Temperance is in the dark, and that is what seeds you need to plant for your intentions, your habits that you should begin or focus on during this new moon phase, and that's serenity. Having this sense of calmness and being okay but being still, right? I feel this energy that, you know, you can't force things to change if it's not going to change. But I feel like you are evolving and going through some new energy with self-control and consideration of others. And I feel like that is moving forward towards, again, with the Six of Pentacles. You know, I'm not trying to call you out or anything, but my moon is. The Six of Pentacles is in the dark. But this is what weeds the clear, like what's distractions, what clutter, what self-criticism maybe need to be released with the Six of Pentacles, right? I just feel the sense of things may be a little unfair right now. You may have some unfair advantage. You know, there may be some favors or owed, or things may come with some strings attached, and just kind of navigating all of that mess that's going on right now. But I feel like it's a matter of, you know, pulling out the weeds, figure out what you do have control over, what you can let go of, and how you're going to navigate this situation moving forward, and trying to find some sort of balance between it all, right? And then you have the Five of Pentacles in the light. This is what's coming ahead, what intentions to focus on, and how it's going to serve your highest power, right, within yourself. The Five of Pentacles is like focusing on hard times and loss. So it could be trying to work out some work issues or working out some financial situations, even if it's a matter of, you know, staying in a little bit more instead of like eating out and spending more money. It could be more about trying to find that balance between it all, eh? Yeah. I feel like there might be someone that could be able to, you can reach out to and give you some guidance or some help with the financial or work situation. It gets you on the right path again before the new moon cycle ends. And that's what I got for you, Scorpio. Hope you have a good one. Bye. Sagittarius, hello. I have a message for you from the new moon in Virgo. Seeing what's going on, if you did skip over the intro. The new moon in Virgo is a time to give rather than to take. For the Scorpios, what ground should the Scorpios stand on? What seeds should the Scorpios plant? Ooh, magic, manifestation. I can feel that for you. What weeds does the Sagittarius need to clear? Ooh, the devil. Temptation. Okay, let's see. What is blooming ahead for the Scorpios? Oh man. Six of Swords. It's not all that bad though, right? So for the strength, what ground you stand on. So I feel like it's focusing on what gives you that strength. What allows you to really believe in your inner self, your inner strength, your inner animal instincts, right? I just feel this energy of you focusing on boosting your confidence and enjoying yourself a little bit more, you know, being more kinder and compassionate towards yourself, not being so hard on yourself during this new moon phase. Moving forward, you do have the Magician. That's what seeds you plan. What intentions or habits you should begin under this new moon phase, and that is manifestation. You've been thinking about learning tarot yourself or doing tarot for other people. Now is a great time to begin or set those intentions, right? Trying to manifest what you want to manifest right now, whatever that is for you. Then you have the Devil. The Devil's in the dark. It's what weeds need to clear. So it could be, you know, clearing any sort of temptation, you know, releasing any toxic shit that's no longer serving you. Some detoxing, if it's detoxing from social media, or if it's detoxing from overspending or eating out, whatever that is for you. Focusing on what really makes you feel pure and good about yourself, right? Maybe needing some clearing, or any toxic people, any toxic gossip that you don't need to put yourself into. Maybe distance yourself a little bit, because you also have the Six of Swords here, and it's kind of like transitioning, like moving away from things that are no longer serving you, moving something that's more positive, you know, escaping the BS kind of thing. Because I feel like you are going through a phase of evolving and healing and moving forward with some sort of sense of growth and stability. Moving forward. But that's what I got for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I forgot to give you your message from Mama Moon. Time to let go of the past and move on. Getting the answers you need. A wish may be coming true. There could be a sense of madness in the air. So breathe deep and stay calm. That may have something to do with the devil here. I mean, he is kind of cute though. It's kind of hard to be upset about him. You may need to forgive someone and release a negative energy. So surrender to divine. So that's what I got as well for you. It says it makes it, it's make it or break it time. That's what's going on. It's make it or break it time. Capricorn, hello. Let's just see what Mama Moon has to say for you, Capricorn. What does Capricorns need to know right now from Mama Moon? What ground does a Capricorn stand on? Yep, 2 messages there. Lucky duck. What seeds does the Capricorns need to plant? What weeds does the Capricorns need to weed out? What's blossoming ahead? What is blossoming? New moon phase. Justice is in the light. So this is about what ground you stand on, right? So this is about what part of your life needs grounding and stability right now during this new moon phase. You do have the 10 of Pentacles in the dark, so maybe about finding that balance between the home life, work life kind of situation, trying to figure out what energy you want to invest your time into, or energy into, whatever that is, trying to find that balance, because you also have the Empress here, so that sense of rebirth and looking for those opportunities or taking advantage of the opportunities as they come, as long as they're serving you for what you want to accomplish right now, right? With growth and stability, what makes you feel grounded. I feel like the Empress is very grounded, very nurturing, very, you know, Mother Nature kind of vibes, right? She gives off, I feel, the sense of determination, but also having patience and focusing on the talents that you have. Then you have the Lovers. The Lovers is in the dark. This is what seed you need to plant. or what new intentions or habits that you can begin under the new moon. So I feel like it's a matter of like taking a step back and evaluating your relationships and seeing, is this relationship worth my time? Is this relationship serving me a purpose? Does this person support me and contribute to my energy as much as you contribute to their energy, right? Trying to navigate that sort of situation. I feel like that is like setting more of your intentions of who you want into your circle and who you can release and distance yourself from. For the Six of Wands in the dark, I feel this sense of this one is supposed to be what weeds the clear, right? So what distractions, what clutter, what self-criticism you need to release that's no longer serving you. The Six of Wands is in the dark. So I feel like it's a matter of releasing, trying to impress someone or trying to prove yourself to others. Not always needing to be better than the next person, or not trying to please everyone, right? Just focusing on your own self, your own strength, and what you have going on. You have the Justice in the Light here. So this one is what's blooming ahead. So I feel like you're going to get a boost in your integrity. Things are going to play out fairly for you moving forward. I just feel the sense of you standing by your word, maybe focusing on some sort of commitments or compromise, whatever that is for you. And I feel like you are going to find the truth about things moving forward, right? To find that balance. Balance is coming for you. Let's see what Moon has to say for you, Capricorn. Ooh, you have. Nothing will come of the situation. Trust the universe. The chances of something are diminishing. Surrender to the divine. Something better may be around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. It takes time out to meditate and contemplate. So there you have it. I'll see you in the next one, Capricorn. Bye. Aquarius, hello. Let's just see what the cards have to say for you today. What does Mama Moon want the Aquariuses to know about this new moon and Virgo energy? Where does the Aquariuses stand? What ground do the Aquariuses stand on? 7 of Cups. Maybe too many options, too many choices, too many decisions to make. What seeds does Aquarius need to focus on or plant? Knight of Pentacles. What weeds does the Aquarius need to clear out, right? Ooh, creativity. For the Aquariuses, what is blooming ahead? What is blooming ahead for the Aquarius? Oh, 5 of Swords. For the 7 of Cups, I feel like this is... I'm trying to figure out where the best place to put all these cards in my little rooms. So, for the 7 of Cups here, I feel like you do have choices. Maybe too many choices, maybe undecided choices. But this is what ground to stand on. So this is what part of your life needs grounding and stability. So I feel like it's a matter of you trying to figure out what choice you want. And I feel like it's a matter of choosing and sticking with it. Yeah, maybe expanding your vision of how this choice or decision will impact you long term moving forward. You have the Knight of Pentacles in the light here, and this one is to prevail, right? Knight of Pentacles, this one is what seeds you need to plant, or what intentions or habits you need to begin during this new moon phase. So I feel for you, Aquarius, it's kind of like just being okay with standing still, being okay with being bored and not asserting yourself or not exploring or being as adventurous as you normally would be, and just taking time to enjoy the peace within yourself. Because I just feel this energy of you being a little bit more cautious, a little bit more patient, a little bit more reliable to your commitments as well. And I feel like that may give you some sort of sense of knowing, if that makes any sense for you. Then you have the Star. This is what weeds need to clear, or what distractions that may be coming through. Maybe you have a lot of creativity, a lot of ideas, a lot of inspirations and things you want to tackle right now. As long as you're finding your balance, I feel like it's good, right? You may not want to lead it all, but trying to make sure that you have 1 foot on land and 1 foot on water, right? 1 foot on water is kind of like being more focused on you know, fantasy, illusions, things that are more hopeful than realistic for you right now. And, you know, having one foot on earth is more about being more grounded, being more realistic in your thoughts and decisions. Trying to find that balance between the two and releasing ones that are no longer serving you. For the Five of Swords in the dark, controversies. I don't know if that is something that you're dealing with or what's going on with that. But yeah, the Five of Swords in the dark, I feel like it's a matter of you. What's coming hot, I feel like, is healing and overcoming any challenges or overcoming any conflicts that you may have dealt with before. Because I feel like you're going to find some resolutions. I feel like you're going to talk things through. If you haven't been talking to someone, you may be talking to them now during this phase. Let's see, what else does Moon have to say for the Aquariuses? Confidence is your key to success, and this is a Leo card, so there may be a Leo coming into your energy. This one says, remember to be proud of who you are. Good news or a new start for you are coming soon. Make time for fun, shine your light, and have some pride. Your turn someone's head, so spoil yourself, you've earned it. So there you go, confidence is key. That's what I got for you. I'll see you next time, Aquarius. Pisces, hello. What's cooking, right? Let's just see what the new moon in Virgo has for the Pisces. What ground does the Pisces stand on? What ground does Pisces stand on right now? 10 of Cups. Happy home, happy life, right? I can feel that for you. What seed does the Pisces need to plant? What weeds does the Pisces need to clear out, right? What is blossoming for the Pisces? What is blossoming for the Pisces? There you go. So for what ground to stand on, this what grounds you and gives you the sense of stability is home, right? Having the rainbow, the sunshine, the butterflies, all of that, right? I feel like that is right up your alley. That sense of harmony, that sense of belonging. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be some successes coming your way. And I feel like that also helps you feel a little bit more grounded, a little bit more stable, knowing what to expect. For the Three of Pentacles in the dark, this is what seeds need to be planted during this new moon phase, right? It could be collaboration, working on new networks, new team working effort, whatever that is for you. It could also be about you, because in the dark, maybe working more alone or being more comfortable with working alone. It's kind of like you figuring out what is the best thing for you to plant your seed in and what you want to grow out of this, right? Yeah, it could be just, you know, staying in instead of going out and partying and willing it in the financial side of things. I don't know, but I think it's more about you working effectively and, you know, trying to increase your income or increase your productivity, whatever that is for you. I feel like you will figure it out. For the Ten of Pentacles in the dark, this is what weeds need to be cleared, right? So releasing any negativity, especially if there's any family drama going on or any family disputes, you don't want to get yourself involved in it if it's not your battle to fight to begin with, right? I feel this sense of trying to figure out your work situation. You know, it's a matter of, you know, avoiding any toxic work scenarios or work drama as well. You know, I feel like it's a matter of figuring out what your goals are, moving towards them one step at a time. Or releasing anything that's no longer serving you and clearing the air for whatever that is, you know? Yeah. Maybe just a matter of, like, you know, not giving someone who keeps asking you for money and that sort of thing. You have the Two of Wands and the Light, and this is what's blossoming. So I feel like you're going to have some new decisions to make, right? Especially with the new connections, new ideas, new possibilities. I feel like you're going to be trying to figure out what that is and like trying to figure out what your future plans are with this, and what I feel like whatever you've been waiting for, you're going to have some answers. Just a matter of focusing on the options that you have available and how you're going to grow from them and expand from them moving forward. Let's this one that came face up for you, the rest are face down, so take that one. And that one is a surrender to divine energy. So this one says, time to let go of the past and move on. Getting the answers you need. A wish may be coming true right now. Ooh, that's exciting. There could be a sense of madness in the air, so breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. I wonder if that is the Ten of Pentacles energy here. It's make it or break it time, so there's that. Next time. Bye. Aries, how's it going? Oops, I'm trying to shuffle cards with the card missing. Can't have that happening. Aries, what do the Aries need to know about this new moon and Virgo energy? What ground does the Aries stand on? The Queen of Wands. What seas does the Aquarius, not the Aquarius, I feel like there's an Aquarius trying to come into your energy right now. Not sure where that's coming from. What seed needs to be planted? What seed needs to be planted for the Aries? What weeds need to be cleared? What is blooming ahead? What is blooming ahead? Not too bad, not too bad. Let's take a look to see what we have here. You do have the Queen of Wands, and that is what ground you stand on. So this is what part of your life needs grounding and stability right now. And that seems to be confidence. So grounding yourself, meditating, whatever it is that you do that connects you with nature and connecting you with whatever you have going on. You know, that Queen of Wands energy is about you being fearless, being vibrant, and being your true self, you know, leading with resilience. So I feel like that is something that you can focus on to make you feel more inspired and more nurturing in your energy with, you know, a little bit of fire. Nothing wrong with that, right? The Queen of Wands, I feel like that's right up your alley. So I just feel like it's more about you being your true self, right? For the Tower is in the dark, so I feel like it's a matter of you, because this is what seeds you need to plant. So that is where you stand, is what seeds you need to plant. So what intentions and habits you need to begin under the new moon. And it's a matter of releasing things, right? Releasing any fears, releasing any things that you're clinging on to that's no longer serving you anymore, you know, releasing anything that you know, is shaking you up a little bit. So I just feel this energy of you embracing the chaos, embracing the changes that are coming towards you. You know, I feel like there may be a forced surrender anyways. You might as well get a hold of what you need to change and choose for yourself what that's going to be. And I feel like you know what needs to be changed right now. For the Nine of Cups in the dark, this is what needs to be cleared. So clearing any false hopes, right? Clear any empty fulfillment, you know? Feel, you know, if you're trying to chase a dream that is not realistic for you right now in this current energy, maybe time to put on the back burner for now during this new moon phase and come back to it later, especially if it's not satisfying you, right? For the Emperor in the light, you know, I feel like you have the own authority over your own life, right? It doesn't always feel that way all the time, but, you know, I feel like you do have some control. This is right up your alley, right, Aries? I just feel this energy of you hold the power over your situation. Be open to new opportunities for structure and stability and growth. But I feel like there's an energy that there may be a promotion on the table for you, or a raise, or some sort of advancement in the work or career that you have. It's just a matter of you feeling more confident. You know, confidence is the key of what you need to ground yourself right now and focus on right now to move forward. Yeah, I'm gonna pull a card for you to see what Mama Moon has to say about all this. What does Mama Moon want the Aries to know right now? You have a time to breathe out. So I am where I am and it's okay. So that is for you, Aries. You are where you are and it's okay. You should know where you stand either now or very soon. Take some you time. So pamper yourself. You know, have a spa day, whatever that is for you. It's time for you to share your own wisdom and experience someone else. Avoid falling into a slump right now. Just take time to breathe. Going out in nature. Taking a walk and just listening to the surroundings around you can give you some sort of inner peace. That's what I got. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Aries. Taurus, let's see what the new moon in Virgo has for you today. What ground does the Taurus stand on? What ground does the Taurus stand on right now? What seeds does the Taurus need to focus on right now? Or plant? What weeds does the Taurus need to clear out? What weeds does the Taurus need to clear out? What is blooming for the Tauruses? Two of Cups. Oh man, it's in the dark. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. You have the Magician for what ground you need to stand on or focus on right now that's going to give you a sense of stability. So I think it's a matter of juggling what you need to juggle right now, right? Manifest what you need to manifest, or let go of manifesting right now. Focusing on what makes you feel comfortable, what makes you feel grounded, what makes you feel connected. I feel if there's any confusion, you know, or real intentions going on there, you may want to figure out what is what to give you the more of a sense of stability. You have the Page of Swords, and that's what seed needs to be planted. So what intentions or habits you should begin under the new moon right now. On Virgo, right, it's time to give rather than take. So sometimes it can be a little bit hard for us Tauruses. I'm a Taurus myself. So, you know, I think it's a matter of you awakening some new ideas, new ways to contribute to others. Or right, the Page of Swords, you may be getting some new information, some new details that may help you along the way with this energy as well. Knight of Swords. I do feel like this is a boost of ambition trying to come through with the Knight of Swords energy, but this is a Nine of Swords, so I feel like this one is what needs to be clear. So releasing any nightmares, fears, anxieties, stresses, anything that's overwhelming, right? Releasing any chaos that's no longer serving you. Yeah. So I feel like that is some good weeds to clear out. For the Two of Cups in the dark, this is what's blooming ahead. You know, it's kind of like intentions that are blossoming that you need to serve for your highest good. The Two of Cups is in the dark, so I think it's more about focusing on any kind of imbalance in your relationships, anything that may be feeling a little bit more one-sided, anything that you can distance yourself from that's not making you happy anymore, or if you lost interest in, or you're just falling away from. And just trust yourself to know what you need to do to navigate that situation. I feel like what's coming ahead for you, what's blooming ahead, is some sort of sense of clarity about your relationships. What does my moon want the Virgos to know right now? What does my moon want the Virgos to know? You have faith in your dreams. And this one says have faith in your dreams. Stay focused on what you want. Don't look back and keep moving forward. Be patient as events unfold. Dig a little deeper and find more courage. Just because you can't see your dreams doesn't mean that they are not manifesting. So remember that. You got this, Swords. I believe in you. I'll see you next time. Bye. Gemini, hello. Welcome. Let's just see what the new moon and Virgo has for the Geminis right now. What ground does the Geminis need to stand on? Injustice. So I'll have to take a look at that. What seed does the Geminis need to plant right now? What weeds need to be cleared for the Geminis? What seed needs to be cleared for the Geminis? What is blossoming for the Geminis? What is blossoming right now? Five of Swords in the dark. For the Injustice in the dark, I feel like it's just a matter of what keeps you grounded and stable is like trying to figure out your balance, right? Trying to figure out what you can take accountability for, what compromises or what wiggle room you have to focus on as well. And making sure that your expectations are realistic for whatever's going on in your energy right now. You know, it could be just a Libra's thinking about you as well. You may have to deal with, because it is the Justice card here. But yeah, I don't know. Seven of Pentacles is what seed you need to plant. So focusing on what you're harvesting, right? Looking how far you come already, evaluate your situation, acknowledge the progress you've been making already, and seeing what else you can do to make this growth grow, right? Trying to see what kind of results that you have already and what results you want to accomplish long term moving forward. For the Page of Pentacles here, this is what weeds needs to be clearing. I mean, if you haven't planted anything yet, it could be seeds, I don't know. But what needs to be cleared is a Page of Pentacles. So I feel like if someone's not being nice, you know, talking stuff about you, spreading some drama, whatever that is, you know, if it's kind of like a work situation or a family situation, whatever it is, I feel like they're just being immature and irresponsible, and you know, yeah, you can distance yourself from them. You can weed them out of your life during this new moon phase. You know, once the new moon phase is over, you can give them another chance, if that is what you want to do. For the Five of Swords in the dark, this is what's blooming ahead. The Five of Swords in the dark, I feel like it's you finding some resolutions to some challenges you may have been facing, focusing on that compromise and the things that you have going on right now, clearing your mind and making space for whatever your heart truly wants you to focus on and desire. Let's see for the Geminis. What does the moon have for the Geminis right now? A fiery climax is approaching. Ooh, that sounds fun. It's an Aries card, so there may be an Aries coming into your energy. It says there is a tug of war going on between what you want and what they want. So there's that. Could be you and this Page of Pentacles here. I don't know. It says being assertive is a good, but don't ignore someone's opinions or feelings right now. Emotions are running high. I got. I'll see you next time. Bye, Gemini. Cancer, hello. How's it going? I have a new moon in Virgo reading for you. Let's just see. What ground does the Cancer stand on? What ground does Cancer stand on? What seeds does the Cancers need to plant right now? What weeds does the Cancers need to weed out? Guess that one wanted to be out. What is blossoming ahead? What is blossoming ahead for the Cancers? Ooh, star. So for this one, this is what ground you're standing on, what grounds you, what gives you a sense of stability. And it's the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands could be just a matter of you taking time to slow down. Maybe you've been going too fast. Time to wheel it in a little bit. I feel like it's a sense of, you know, making sure that you're not on the verge of a burnout and that you are making the progress that you want to make moving forward. You have the Death card here, and that's what seeds need to plant. So I feel like it's planting the seed of change, like making some big profound changes. If it's like switching up your home, some sort of renovation or whatever's going on there, but I feel like you're going through a phase of transformation, like in with the old, in with the new, out with the old kind of situation. So yeah, figuring out what is serving you and what's no longer serving you and what you're going to deal with it. How you're going to deal with it is what I mean. For the Six of Wands in the dark, this is, like that's what seeds a plant. So yeah, so I feel like you need to plant what you want to plant and clear what you don't want anymore. Six of Wands, trying to focus on yourself. You know, if you need to let go of some relationships that are no longer serving you. I feel like Mama Moon totally agrees with that. For the star here, this is what's blooming ahead. The stars in the dark, so maybe some creative blocks coming ahead, maybe some communication blocks. I don't know if it's just a matter of you, you know, there could be some disappointments coming ahead, maybe some missed opportunities. So keep an open mind, making sure you are looking for the opportunities so you don't miss them. Like, oh man, I wish you would have said that last week kind of energy. I kind of feel that brewing as well, so keep that open mind. We'll see what Mama Moon has to say. What does Mama Moon have to say for the Cancers? What does Mama Moon have to say for the Cancers right now? Conclusion is within reach. So what is meant for you won't pass you by. So forgive someone could be key to resolving the situation in a positive light. Let go of control and let the events unfold naturally. Doors that slam shut will now open. So yeah, the Death card, doors may slam shut, but know that there's new ones that are going to open. It's time to get back on track. It's also time for meditation or yoga is recommended right now. That's what I got. I'll see you next time, Cancer. Bye. For the Leos, let's see. What does new moon in Virgo have for the Leos? What ground are the Leos standing on right now? Ooh, this one wanted to come right out. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow, that's a good ground to stand on. Luck and timing and destiny on your side. The wheel turning in your favor. What seed does the Leos need to plant? What seed does the Leos need to plant? Six of Swords. What weeds does the Leos need to clear? What seeds does the Leos need to clear? What's blooming ahead for Leos? What's blooming ahead for the Leos right now? All right. So for what's in your ground is the Wheel of Fortune, right? Good luck, good karma, good energy. That's right up your alley, right? Six of Swords in the light, so that's what seed you need to plant. So you need to plant escaping the BS, you know, getting out of that drama that's no longer serving you. It may be fun and maybe delightful to, you know, get involved with some sort of scandal or drama. I can feel that for you. I really can. But it's time to transition, move yourself away from that energy, distance yourself, at least during this new moon phase, right? I feel like you are transitioning into something better. I feel like you're healing, you're evolving, you're, you know, you're growing. I can feel that growth. For the justice, this is what you need to clear out, what weeds you need to clear out, right? Anything that's injustice, anything that's no longer serving you anymore, things that are not fair, things that are just, you know, if there's anything you've been avoiding or denying, it's time to release that and move forward. You do have the Three of Swords in the dark. So this is what's blooming ahead. What intentions are blossoming that may serve your highest good to bloom towards, but it seems like you're blooming towards healing and growth and maturing and releasing this, whatever this negativity is. You know, Six of Swords too, I feel like right now you're really going through a phase of transformation, like real transformation of whatever is going on before, and you moving forward to something that is more enlightenment for you, more healing, more, right, releasing any toxic pain or toxic energy, overcoming any sorts of, you know, I feel like if you are, I feel like this situation may start to just resolve itself one way or another. If you're healing from a relationship, I feel like you're healing, you're going through a better phase. Let's see for the Leos. What does my moon have for the Leos right now? Ooh, you have step out of your comfort zone. It says you're headed towards something that feels like destiny, right? Six of Swords, you're moving towards better waters. I believe that for you. Face your fears. Stop obsessing about something or someone. Take time. It's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet. Know you're headed in the right direction. You've got this. I believe in you. You really, truly got this. Well, if you know what your North Node is, you may want to Google that, see what your North Node has to say for you right now. I feel like you can Google something like that. That may give you some answers for that. That's what I got for you, Leo. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. If you watched the entire video, I really appreciate that. Thank you all so much. I'll see you all next time. Bye!